Hi, I'm Jo, Steve's wife, and we're very excited waiting in the new, quite brand new cafe and shop to go into the Sky Gardens. And also we might come back here after because they've got delicious Italian dining with pizza and things. So, but I'm excited because I haven't been before. Steve has been and Jaden about 3 years ago, but I'm really excited to go. So it's very blowy here in London. Quite windy and chilly, but it won't matter because most of it's indoors, I've been told. So I'm going to enjoy myself.
So the Sky Garden is in the Big Walkie-Talkie, which is the large building on Fenchurch Street. It's actually, his address is 20 Fenchurch Street. But to get into the Sky Garden, you have to go round the back of the actual building and into this alleyway. What a great view up. And you can just see how the building leans over here as well. Incredible. And that's a good one when we're looking down from this balcony. Anyway, when you get here, you join the queue round the side of the building and then they let you in. Now your tickets, when you get them, and I'll tell you all about how you get them later in this video, are all time. So don't bother turning up early because it don't really let you in until that time. By the way, also on the ticket, it tells you you have 1 hour in the Sky Garden. Oh, by the way, don't forget all the tickets are completely free. Now, the good news is, I'm not quite sure how they police this because we were here for well over an hour and also I could see other people were as well. So don't worry too much about that. I dare say if they're really being strict about it and all the rest of it, they'll come and, well, I don't know how they will come and find you. But anyway, they're timed for an hour, but don't worry too much about it. But when you get up here, you get amazing views. So you've got HMS Belfast right across there. You have the fantastic Shard as well. By the way, on the Shard, the viewing platform, you go up to platform floor number 74 and you can look back over the Sky Garden because here we're on floor number 35. The only big difference between the two, apart from the height, is the fact that you probably pay about £30 per person to go up in the Shard, whereas here it's absolutely free. Yep, worth bearing in mind to get great views across London. So in this video, we're going to take you right round. We're going to show you the views from around as well. Oh, by the way, don't worry, I would get my compass points wrong at different times. I just didn't realise which way I was looking, east, west, north, south or whatever, so don't worry. And that there, with the gold on top of it, that is the top of the monument, which was put there in 1670 after the Great Fire of London of 1666 to commemorate the starting point, which is right near where that is. That green area with the trees there is St Dunstan in the east, and as you look, of course, you've got the fantastic Tower Bridge and also the Tower of London. And as you can see, we're out here on the open balcony and you can just see how windy it is from the hair, which is why I'm not in the photo because not having much and being follically challenged. But also it's just lovely being out here on the balcony. Unbelievably, I've been here several times, quite a few times to the Sky Garden, and have never been out on the balcony before. So it's well worth coming out here and having a look. And it's open from about 10 o'clock, I think, till 6 o'clock at night. So it's open during the daytime only. But you do get amazing views from here as well as inside across the whole of London. But we're going to talk you through those in just 1 second. Also, people love getting their photos, so you may well get asked several times to help people by taking their family photos while they're standing there in front of different monuments of London. Right, we're going to start our views across London in just 1 second. Oh, and there we got Canary Wharf. But before we do, I think we'll go back to Jo and get her initial impressions and see what she thought, because this is her first ever visit here to the Sky Garden.
Hi, so we've come up to level 36. We went on level 35 first and went outside, and absolutely amazing views all around. You can see everything from Tower of London, Tower Bridge, the monument, everything. And you don't, it's okay if you're, I'm not great on heights, and that's okay actually with this because it's a massive, big barrier. Glass barrier, and until you look right down at the street and see how small the people are, it actually doesn't feel like you're that high. It's really weird to explain it. In the lift was interesting. Our ears went a bit poppy, a bit like on an aeroplane, but we just did the yawn-in thing to clear it. And now we've come up to level 36, and actually that you've got lovely views as well, but you're inside. Because I must say it's really windy and chilly, and my tip would be to even on a day like summer's day, like, well, you know, summer in England, but I would actually wear something a bit warm, have a jacket with you or something, because it's really cold when you're out on the balcony. You've seen some of the lovely plants, and there's tables amongst it. There's a bar over there. There's a big cafe area with lots of tables and chairs, so you can go in that as well. And yeah, very impressed. It's something lovely to come, and it's all free.
So here we're looking out to the west, and out to the west right in front of us you can see the tall skyscrapers of Canary Wharf with the River Thames winding round to it, which is fantastic. The O2 is then perched behind that. And actually, since we last filmed this, which I believe was about 3 years ago, there's some new buildings gone up, including that sort of very shiny one right at the front there, which almost, when you actually look at it, looks like a slide. Quite funny. But anyway, so that is Canary Wharf. And then as you go around, you also from this side get fantastic views down on the Tower of London. And you can see our many videos on the different parts of the Tower of London. And of course, right by that, you have the fantastic Tower Bridge. Now, one of the places that we've been to that Jade and I absolutely love is here. Now, believe it or not, that garden is 15 floors up. And once again, it's completely free. And they've recently opened it on a Saturday and Sunday as well. It's called the Garden at 120, and it's based at 120 Fenchurch Street, hence the name. But just have a look at that. You've got all of that fantastic terracing and the hedges. And yes, they have built a large pond on the top of it, which is great. So it's a nice little water feature. You can also get coffees and teas and various other bits and pieces. So if you're coming up to London and you're coming to the Sky Garden, you've got to book your tickets in advance. Once upon a time, you used to be able to just walk in here. But you can get them every Monday, and they release the tickets for the following sort of 3 weeks' time. So they're done in a week's tranche, and you buy your tickets, or you get your tickets there. Once again, they're completely free, but it's a bit of a frenzy on the internet, on the Sky Garden website every Monday, because everyone's trying to get their tickets. Now, the great thing is you can get coffee, tea and pastries and various other bits whilst you're here at the Sky Garden. But also you've got lovely little tuckaways, which are sort of hidden away within all of the different garden plants. So you've got like that little terrace area here, you've got that terrace area there. But then as you sort of swing around, because of course you get fantastic views over London as well whilst you're having your tea. But also, whilst you're down here, they've even put a sofa area in within the trees here. So if you are lucky enough to grab one of those, then you get fantastic views over the City of London as well. Okay, so now we're looking at over the east side of London, and on the east side you've got some fantastic places to see. So here you have St Paul's Cathedral, and if you've not done St Paul's Cathedral, great video on that, especially getting up to the top of the dome, and amazing views of London from there. Then behind it you've got the BT Tower, which is there, which signifies that's right in the heart of the West End of London. And then tucked behind that you have the fantastic white arch of Wembley Stadium, which is there. Also on this side you have the Thames, which is winding its way around London. And then, of course, just behind the building is here, you've got the London Eye. Now, one of the terraces that people don't remember to go on is this one, which actually you walk up a couple of steps and it gives you even better views. And Jaden's going up to it now. You get even better views down over HMS Belfast. But if you don't come up here, you've missed out.
So contrary to how it looks, this area is open to anyone to come and sit down. So if you get food and drink from any of the other places here at the Sky Garden, you can bring them up. Or you can just come up and sit here and just have a rest and just take in the views across HMS Belfast and the River Thames and everything going up and down it, including all of the Uber boats. And then you can look right down as well onto the area on level 35 where you come out of the lift, and there's loads of sofas and seating space down there as well. So there really is great places, loads and loads of places that you can come, sit and relax whilst you're here at the Sky Garden. See, told you an hour wouldn't be enough. You can just spend as much time as you like here. If you're loving this video, do us a favour, will you? Give it a big thumbs up, will you? And also, if you've not subscribed to the channel, do that as well, because we do great videos here 3 times a week. We've got so many things coming up, including loads and loads of Christmas stuff as soon as it comes out later this year, 2023. So you definitely want to do that. And also, if you give us a thumbs up, it helps to spread this video out more on YouTube so we can get to other people to love London as well. I love standing on these side bits because then they get amazing views out of London out here at the side of the Sky Garden. And I just love this angle because here you're looking straight across St Paul's, the BT Tower, and then out towards Wembley Stadium as well. So you're all over here, and of course you're on the west side. Yes, I got it right this time. It's definitely on the west side, and you're looking out over London. There you go, Wembley Stadium there as well. Also to tell you, if you fancy really fine dining and eating here, something special, they've got a couple of restaurants. You can see one there within the glass where people are sitting. That's the less posh one, but that can still be at the middle of the day, £60 per head for a meal. Yeah, I told you it'd have to be special. Plus in there, they also do an early breakfast. But if you look at the Sky Garden menu, you can see for yourself how much they charge you for a muffin. Yeah, I might bring my own. But if you're doing a one-off and it's something really, really special, then why not push out the boat? Okay, so now we're going to look to the northern part out of the Sky Garden. You can see the top of the gherkin there. You've also got the cheese grater as well. And of course, new buildings being built, which is why the London skyline always changes. And then at the sides, you've got the steps that are going up. By the way, if you want to get to the top bit, there is a lift, which is great. So if you're coming up with accessibility, so therefore you're in a, I don't know, you're in a wheelchair, you've got a scooter, you've got push chairs, then there is a lift that takes you from level 35, which is right down there where we're looking now, up to where Joe spoke to us earlier on level 36/37. Up there, there is a lift that takes you up there. So everything is really accessible. So once upon a time, you used to be able to turn up, go and ask the reception and see if there's room, and they'd let you in. They don't do it anymore. It is completely and utterly ticketed, so unless you've got a ticket before 6 PM, don't bother turning up because they won't let you in. But after 6 PM, you can sometimes get in there, but you've got to be over 18 at that time. Right, this is something that's brand new and opened. It's called Larch, and it's a coffee area, and above it there's a restaurant, but we're going to show you around all of that, and it's associated with the Sky Garden as well. So they say in here you can get Sky Garden souvenirs. We did find a souvenir. We'll show you that in just 1 second, but it is well worth coming in. It's open from about 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, and it closes at 6 PM. So if you're coming up later in the day, just beware of that. It will close early. By the way, if you saw the grass on the walls earlier before you went in, here it is again here on the outside, all part of the sustainability. So the great thing about the downstairs bit, it's a lot more casual, so you can come here for a coffee, tea, water, whatever, soft drink, pastries, etc. So if you get here early, which is always a good thing to do before your ticket time, so you're not worrying about rushing around London to get here in time, then this is a great place to come and hang out beforehand, which is great. Now I said they do souvenirs. This was the only souvenir I could find. Yes, a Sky Garden water bottle at 25 quid. I think I'll be happy with the pictures. So we're upstairs, and upstairs you've got Italian dining. When I talk about Italian dining, you've got pasta, you've got pizza, and you've got salads. Plus you can also have some small bites as well. As far as London prices are concerned, it's about normal for a London price. So you're talking about £15 for a main course, which is probably about normal. But also up here as well, and the weather's nice, you've got a terraced area that you can sit outside at with cushions at the table. Also, the other thing about being up here as well, if you're making a day of it going to the Sky Garden, then you can also come in here for a drink as well, which is really good. So that was the Sky Garden. What did you think? And did you see our original video on it? And if you have, what did you notice that changed? Certainly different
different in the way of the London skyline. Now, if you love seeing the London skyline, have we got a treat for you? Because we went up to the Shard about a year or so ago, and when we were up at the Shard, we saw London by night. So it's all lit up, and it gives you all the beautiful things across London all lit up. So I'll put a link to that up in the top right-hand corner, and we'll see you in there.